Now, one of the things that we did get a comment. They wanted us to talk about Figgmunity World, AD, and just they wanted us to go more into depth. No jumper fans
in the the Figgmunity world. You know, we're gonna listen to y'all on some of the subjects y'all want us to talk about.
Well, I'll be real. I think there's I know there's a reason for me that why I don't care to go into it too much. For Figgmunity World or back on Fig, and it's because I'm tired of watching Trell carry everybody on his goddamn back. That's why it's like
carry.
Yes.
Or steer.
It's carry. If we're looking at content,
devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
Because I know, like, it's the same way with Adam. Like, Adam used to carry everybody.
True.
Like, Adam was the best interviewer.
Right.
He was the best conversationalist, which was ironic because he's like, he had nothing, like, relatable with these gangbangers, whoever he had on.
Right.
So
he was just nosy enough.
It's kind of the same, like, it's the same thing.
Think he's building people up?
Yeah. I feel like it's a little double standard right now.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
Because it takes time for your monster to get bigger than you.
And
because Figgmunity World, it's an interesting thing. They broke away from No Jumper, ADT Row, everybody left, right? And then they built Figgmunity World. They already had Back on Fig and they already had Community Clips. Figgmunity World is essentially mimicking and taking the No Jumper formula and copying and pasting it over to their channel. So they're starting to do live news streams. They're also they just took their regular weekly podcast and just moved it over there and changed the name. But they're starting to do that. They're starting to do that live news stream thing, which that whole live news stream formula, I don't think that shit works. I genuinely do not believe in it at all. I don't think it works for No Jumper, and I don't think it works for No Figgmunity World. I think it's trash. Like,
who genuinely wants to do that?
Who wants to watch that shit? Like, nobody wants drawn out news for a 4-hour, 6-hour stream. Nobody does, bro. The 6 o'clock news doesn't last longer than an hour. Like when they were doing No Jumper news and it was condensed 15-minute, boom, 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 boom. That's what makes sense. I don't want to see Poetic Flacco, Almighty Suspect, Court, and fucking Skinny P from the 9 talk about shit for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Fuck no. And same way I don't want to see Gina, Duno, and Worm talk about shit. I don't want to see none of that shit. All of it's boring, bro. So like,
and it's not like they're live talking about like some Pearl Harbor event, like 9/11. Like we're like, look, guys,
it's boring, bro. It's boring, dog. And it's like the thing that irritates me, and the reason I can only talk about. I'm still gonna hold on to my point. I'm tired of them carrying it on his back, and the reason I'm gonna say that is because he's the only one that I see actively even trying to get better. That's another thing too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I get you.
So it's like Adam had everything on his back,
but
undoubtedly, but he's also cultivated shows that we watched that didn't involve him.
And Adam probably, whispered in the air like, look, last show I could tell you didn't read this
week. And
week.
he coached them constantly. You know what I'm saying? And made them get incentives and made them be better.
Yeah.
I don't think Trell has that demeanor, or he has the
relationship
with these other people like AD and stuff like that, and Duno. I think Letty has that over Duno, but I don't think Trell has that over Duno. You know what I'm saying? That respect of I can coach you to make you be better and improve you. It's like there's just not that many figures from that world that are actually fun for long form, or not long form, but continuous buyback into the world. You know what I'm saying?
There's not a lot of things to keep pulling you back, like you said. I was trying to think of the word, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I can't think of the fucking word.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you think Trell might be using them as a crutch?
No.
Because if
Trell is trying to bring his homies with him.
That's all it is.
He's trying to keep his homies with him, and it's kind of a hard position that Trell. See, I don't think Trell hasn't been. He's gonna get faced with these business decisions soon, where at some point you got to start cutting niggas for talent. You know what I'm saying?
And life is full circle.
Yes.
Because there's eventually gonna come a point in time where he's like, this is what Adam was fucking talking about.
Bro, and
Yep.
that's essentially what I was about to get around to. It was a blessing Adam cut some of you niggas off, bro. Like, there's a lot of y'all that left that were a blessings to Adam that I
Yeah.
don't believe added on-screen value. Some of y'all, I think, added behind-the-scenes value. And I think Gina Views added behind-the-scenes value and no on-camera value. I think Poetic Flacco adds
Both.
value on both sides. I think T-Rail adds value on screen. I think AD provides value on screen when he's an assisting character, but in the neighborhood, off screen, a lot more.
Just as a figure,
Just keeping me essentially safe. I don't want to put it that way, but keeping me good out here and your connections and things like that. Like, there's a lot of people that he cut off. Like, there's a lot of people that left. I'm saving money by getting rid of you niggas. Like, I'm glad a lot of y'all left. Like, a lot of y'all left because even when I look at Figgmunity world, I think a lot of y'all can go. You know what I'm saying? In terms of who's the actual talent that's trying to be better. I don't think you can do anything with, I think AD has to stay, even though AD has to be better. AD has to improve. It just seems like he's just satisfied with just,
he's letting victory defeat him a little bit.
Yeah, bro. Yes, dog.
He's like the AD in the NBA.
Yeah.
They're kind of essentially the same.
True.
I'm tired of watching niggas not trying to do better. The people that I enjoy the most in terms of my personalities, on camera, off camera, the people I enjoy in life, period, are people who are always trying to do better.
Right.
Yeah.
So it bothers me when I watch people, which is why it comes off like I'm hating, because I can't stand being around a nigga not trying to do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, that bothers the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? Whether I know you or not, it feels personal because why would you cheat yourself?
Right.
Especially when you're in positions to where you can be great. Like, it irritated me when I saw a clip. I'm tired of Smacc from back on Fig saying that's what I don't care about. Guess what, nigga? You have to care about it. It's your job to give opinions on the things in the news. I'm tired of hearing AD say things like, but we're still new to this. You're not new to this. You're 2 years in. And the reason I can't let any of them get away with that excuse is because T-Rail had less time at No Jumper and learned more. That's one of the biggest things that you can use as a distinction compared to everybody else. T-Rail had less time than Gina Views, AD, Smacc. He had more time. He had less time at that office and went through the same or similar experiences than all of y'all, and he's lapping every single one of you on the camera.
They were working there
questions
for
asked.
years, and he became employee of the month in a month.
In the first 30 days. J Noble style, you know what I'm saying?
Excuse you, Tone Groove.
Tone Groove style. My bad.
Yeah.
So
My
we
bad.
looking like we had the same mistake.
My bad. Yeah, my bad. So yeah, it's like, that shit bothers me when it's like, when I hear the nigga AD be like, hey, we're still new to this. No, you're not, bro. You're 2 years in. Cut it out.
Yeah, bro. Excuses they're not pimping.
They're not, bro.
Excuses are not pimping. You know what I mean?
I hate it. I just
It's
want
certain-
niggas to just live their truth. Either be a piece of shit or just say you're
Yeah.
being lazy.
Yep, yep.
Just fully commit,
Facts,
my nigga.
yeah.
Like, it bothers me when niggas be on the fence, dog.
Right.
I would have no problem. I respect a little bit of what Smacc said. Smacc said some disrespectful shit. Like, Smacc was on the podcast and called the listeners stupid for donating to us. He was like, they were pretty much saying to him, they were pretty much like, they were trying to coach him, which is needed in this field.
Right.
Nobody's always going to be better. 𝙬𝔦𝔐𝚃 even needs coaching right now, 15, 20 years in. Everybody is not immune to coaching. They say to Smacc, yeah, you need to do better. You need to start caring about the topics more, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, and AD simply says to him, yeah, look, you might not care, but if you show people that you don't give a fuck, that's going to mess up the amount of money you get. Smacc says, no, it's not, because they stupid. They're going to keep paying me anyway.
Terrible.
It's like you broke the fourth wall.
Terrible.
Yeah, crazy.
You
gave us your honest opinion about the people donating to you?
Well, it's not that he gave us your honest opinion. It's that is your honest opinion.
Exactly.
That's the biggest part. You know what I'm saying?
You're supposed to be honest, but
But
you're
that's not
supposed to also like us too.
There's certain things that you don't want to be honest about,
Yeah.
and then calling the listeners stupid for donating and knowing that means he's 100% conscious that he's not getting better, and he thinks y'all are so stupid for watching still and still giving him money every month.
I think that was an emotional response.
I think so too.
I think because he hasn't been
It's a
doing
little-
this long enough to where he can take even the littlest.
That is very true. That's a good
critiques.
point. That's
And
a good
he's
point.
on one of the biggest stages.
And one of the first critiques you get is like, yo, like y'all kind of talking over each other. You kind of like whatever critiques they were saying about him.
Right.
Like,
That's true. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
So
yeah.
it was probably an emotional response.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was just like, man, they stupid. Like when
Yeah.
you say, man, you stupid.
That same thing that they did to us, we was talking about deflecting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
So it's like, yeah, it's
It's
just
tricky, man. But
It's tricky.
you don't see Smacc because I get what you're saying. Like AD could have a solo channel. He could survive by himself.
He
T-Rail,
needs it. No.
nah, he could survive by himself.
He can survive by himself, but it's getting bad for him.
But it's not
The
that
content
bad.
sucks.
You know, little creative issues. You know, we all get in them.
True. We all get in creative slumps.
But T-Rail, he could survive by himself. I feel like Smacc could stay afloat by himself. I feel like he could do it.
I think the biggest question
Not
for all,
content wise. You're talking about getting money somewhere else, then, right? Because you can't be talking about content.
It's,
the biggest
talking about
question,
Figaro.
the biggest question for
Yeah,
all these
like-
niggas is why are they doing what they do?
Right.
Like, why is AD a podcaster?
because
Why does T-Rail talk on camera?
Yeah.
That's going to solve a lot of the problems that we see.
we've heard it. We've heard it.
Smacc started because he's just homies with a nigga that does it.
I'll give you everybody's origin story.
Oh, you heard?
I know all the origin stories.
Oh, shit.
AD was a rapper that he self-admittedly he says my rap career could be better, could have been bigger if I wasn't as lazy as I was in the rap career. My manager Pun always had opportunities, but I was lazy. I did an interview at No Jumper. The pandemic happens. They asked me to come back. Me and Adam decided to lock in all 2020 when nobody was making content. We did No Jumper News, blew it up, turned it into a thing. Now I'm a podcaster. That's how he got into it. T-Rail, he brought T-Rail in. T-Rail has had an enormous career before we even get to this portion of his life. T-Rail was the nigga before he was famous. Then he linked up with Tyga and was Tyga's manager for damn near 10 years. Started The Last Kings with Tyga. Sorello with his girl, Heather Sanders. This is his final evolution of doing all these things. And he says, once I started doing podcasting, I was saying, and he also has a successful family channel. He said, once I started doing podcasting, I realized this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So all those other things, he's always been a hustler and always done great in each field he's done. But he self-admittedly says, I knew when I sat in front of the camera and I did my first podcast, this is where I've been supposed to be.
That explains it perfectly, which
Yes.
is why I asked the question.
Yep, exactly.
And which is why you see the talent disparity and the skill
Yes.
set, even given the time period
Yeah.
that they had to get good at it.
Yeah, bruh. And we can see this shit, bruh.
It's obvious. It's evident.
We can see it, bruh. Duno hasn't had a funny sketch since Domestic Violence, bruh. None of this nigga's sketches are funny to me, bruh. And now I will give Duno his flowers, but I'll shit on him too because Duno's one-on-one interviews I think are great.
You have said that before, yeah.
I think Duno does well with one-on-one interviews. He falls apart when he gets with a group though for some reason.
When it's a group, you could tell it's just not good.
He's not comfortable enough.
Yeah, he's not
But when you
comfortable.
just put him with a chick or him with a dude, he does phenomenal. He does
Yeah.
phenomenal, I think.
Because I feel like it's less pressure. Like, if it's a lot of people, you could tell, like, he wants to be in, like, number one in the room. Like, he wants to be in control of the energy in the room and shit.
Right.
Maybe not even number one, but just involved. Like a lot of times when you're on a podcast with a bunch of people, it's like a buffet and everybody's kind of eating, but you got to wait to get your bite.
Right.
And it's like you sitting
You're playing
there.
double dutch the whole time.
You don't want to leave hungry.
Yeah.
But you also might not have the bravado it takes to really just be like, all right, it's my turn to get a piece of this goddamn chicken right now.
Especially
Yeah.
as a comedian.
A comedian in quotes.
Yeah.
I'm about to say he's a comedian.
Quotes.
He
He's a
does,
comedian.
He does more club hostings than I ever heard him saying he was doing a stand-up. That's a whole fact.
So then no.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And he does music too. His music doesn't seem bad actually.
Word.
Yeah. Music video seemed lit. Seemed like he's riding the beat. Sometimes he's speaking Spanish. Don't know what he's saying, but I know these niggas riding the beat.
Somebody's enjoying it. Shout
I know
out to him.
aesthetically, it's, I mean, the optic,
audibly,
audibly sounds good to me.
Yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
It
So,
could be playing in
It's
the
like one of those
background, it'd
things
be
where it's
cool.
like this
Yeah,
might
playing
not
in
be
the
for me,
background.
but I can point out that it's quality.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
it ain't trash. I can promise you. I can tell you that. But in a group setting, it seems like he's shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
he didn't. I mean, he lost. He quit fucking Power 106 because he didn't want to wake up early in the morning.
Which is crazy.
just crazy.
Like,
That's deep.
it's some things you just have to do.
Hold on. Let's talk about that.